please put your hands together for Ken Kowalsky.
All right, how y'all doing?
Good.
Sorry about the 5-gallon hat, but I got some bladder control problems. My name's Ken Kowalsky. You know, like the penguin in Madagascar. They go, ooh, Kowalsky. I come from Winnipeg, a long line of weird people from there. You're welcome. You know, in Winnipeg, it's the only place I know where they wear their beer hats to the symphony, you know. They play along with the armpit trumpet, you know. Anyways, people tell me that I'm sort of a cross between Billy Bob Thornton and Yogi Bear. I sure do like them French fried taters, boo-boo. Yogi, you're scaring me. I was walking around downtown the other day. There was yet another protest down by the clinic. This was outside the circumcision clinic. There was a mob of people out there who were saying that we shouldn't circumcise day-old children. We should wait until they grow up and become adult men who will come back and get the job done. Right? That doesn't work for me, no matter how you slice it. They were sort of, they were pretty well behaved. You know, nothing got out of hand or anything like that. Proportion, you know. But in all honesty, there was one fellow there who said that circumcision was a great thing. He said, think of the uses for the byproduct, you know, the economic benefit. You could make all these wallets and then you rub them, they turn into suitcases. Take that, Air Canada, you know. Okay? Lots of stories these days about the Titanic, this and everything like that. How many times can you watch Rose help jack off the Titanic, you know? It's enough to make you go home and rub whale vomit all over yourself, you know? Which I did last night. Didn't you know that most of men's cosmetics contain a substance called ambergris, which is, in reality, whale puke? Gives it that nice musky smell. So, whale puke. How do you harvest whale puke? You know, some newfie gets the short straw and got the roll out there, boy, you know, and come on, you know, get it in the bucket there, lad, you know. Whales, how do they puke? You know, they got these little fins like this, and their fingers can't even reach their mouth. You know? Have you ever seen a bulimic whale? She was as thin as a whale. You know, what if they had whale weight loss clinics? You know, I can see it now, you know. Try our 5-step easy program and harpoon your inner fatty. Oh man, I was looking in history again today. Not the Titanic, you know. But you gotta see, you gotta give it the rose. You know, she was quite the lady. She refused to go down on the ship. You know. Anyways, they had a story about the rediscovery of a 1-minute feature film from 1901, a silent black and white movie that was a Charles Dickens novel. A 1-minute movie. I can fart longer than that. And make it silent. So what type of people make 1-minute movies? You know? They must all have ADD. You know? All right. Quiet on the set. Action. Roll. Okay, it's a wrap. Let's get the fuck out of here. And what about porno back in 1901? You know, granted, porno back then was a bunch of fully clothed women washing their bloomers in the creek, you know, things like that. I can see it now, you know. The movie starts, the lights go down, you know, and put their hats on their lap and things like that. And before you know it, the credits are rolling, the lights are coming back up, and they're going, no! You know? You know? You need a guy like Pee Wee Herman there, you know? The original Minuteman, you know? Who likes cats here? Who likes cats?
Yay, cats.
Who doesn't like cats? Who doesn't give a shit? All right. My wife likes cats. And she says cats are, you know, regal. You know, they sit there like, I am the Pope, you know, it's like this, you know. Well, I say they're fecal. Because it doesn't matter where you go. Where there's a cat box. But they gotta bury it somewhere, right? So one day she says, "Ken, come over here, look at this." I look at the cat box and there's this turd with a human head. I go, oh my God, it's divine. It's like, you know, Jesus in the burrito, or the Virgin Mary in the cake, or whatever. I look again and I go, wait a minute, I know that guy. And it's President Assad of Syria. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. You know, Time magazine calls his wife the rose of the desert. Hustler magazine calls Assad the rosebud in the sand. Take it easy on the guy. He had a hard childhood. When he was a kid, his parents made him go outside and play in the cat box, you know? And he was so ugly. Ooh, he was ugly. The cat kept trying to bury him. Anyways, I work in IT, and I got really excited about working in IT because I heard that laptops have nipples. A little nipple in the middle there, you know. Then I found out, well, geez, they got dongles too. This is great. You got female computers and male computers. You're sort of like sexing chickens, trying to tell the difference, you know. And you know, you just if you can't tell the difference, you just pull the dongle off the male, it becomes a female. Just like Miss Universe. All right. Well, we'll bring Yogi and Billy Bob back, okay? One more time. Ranger Smith, be careful with that axe. That is not exactly a picnic basket. Some folks calls it a cat's blade. Calls it a sling blade. Yogi.